Hey guys, welcome back to Code Street Daily. In today's video, we are going to solve the lead codes problem. Find if array can be sorted. So it's a medium level problem. Here, you're given a zero indexed array of positive integers, nums. In one operation, you can swap any two adjacent elements if they have the same number of set bits. You are allowed to do this operation any number of times, including zero, and we have to return true if we can sort the array, else return false. So here we have an array nums with elements 8, 4, 2, 30 and 15 and the output is true. Let's take a look at the explanation here. Here we have to look at the binary representation of every element. The numbers 2, 4 and 8 have one set bit each with the binary representation 10, 100 and 1000. So 2 is represented in binary representation as 10 and 4 as 100 and 8 as 1000, and the numbers 15 and 30 have four set bits each with a representation 1111 and there are four ones and 0. So we can sort the array using four operations, like we have to swap the nums of 0 with nums of 1. That is, this operation is valid because 8 and 4 have one set bit each. The array becomes 4, 8, 2, 30 and 15. So here we have to take a look at the binary representation of these decimal numbers here. So look at 4 is represented as 100 and 8 is represented as 1000. So there is only one bit difference in each of these. So we can swap them. In the same manner, we have to check for all the numbers and we have to check if there is a possibility to make the array sorted or not. If the array becomes sorted, we have to return true. Otherwise, we have to return false. Okay. So here we have another array 3, 16, 8, 4 and 2. So it can be shown that it is not possible to sort the array because here all these are even numbers except 3. So this has a binary representation of 1 at the end, but these all others having the binary representation of 0 with the ending. Okay, so hence it cannot be sorted. Okay, so now let's take a look at the code. Here we have a class solution defined and we have a function can sort array, and here we have a array passed and we have to return the boolean value. Now let's solve the problem. Now here we are going to initialize some variables. So I'm taking a variable previous max and current min and current max and previous bit count. All are initialized to 0 only. Okay, so this previous max, this variable, this keeps track of the maximum value in the previous group of numbers that had the same bit count. Okay, current min and current max track the smallest and largest values within the group of elements that share the same bit count, and previous bit count, this stores the bit count of the previous group of elements. Now we have to loop through each number in the array. Okay, so for that I'm going to take a for loop for num in nums. Here what we have to do, we have to iterate through each number in nums. Okay, so for each number I'm going to take a variable current bit count. It is used to calculate the bit count, which returns the number of ones in the binary representation of nums. Okay, this helps us group number of numbers by the count of set bits, as only numbers with the same bit count can swap each other, right? So I'm taking current bit count equals to num dot bit count. Okay, it's a built-in function for Python. And next we have to handle the elements with the same bit count. Like if the current number's bit count matches with the previous group, it means this number is a part of the same group. Okay, so we have to check like if previous bit count is equal to current bit count. In this case we are going to initialize two variables, current min and current max. We have these variables initialized to 0, right? Current min and current max taking the minimum and maximum of the current values, keeping track of the range of the numbers in this group. Okay, so current min equals to, we have to take the minimum value, right? Minimum value of current min and num. We also need current max, right? In current max we are taking the maximum value of current max and num. Next we have to handle the elements with a different bit count. As we have completed the handling values with the same bit count, we are going to handle it with the different bit counts. Okay, so for that we need a if current min is less than the previous max. In this case we have to return false. Else what we have to do, we have to make previous max equals to current max and current min equals to current max, which is equals to num, and we have to initialize previous bit count to current bit count. Okay, so we are checking the conflict. Actually here we check if the current min is less than the previous max. Okay, if the current min is less than the previous max, it indicates that we cannot place the elements from this new group in sorted order following the previous group. Okay, so that we are going to return false. We are just going to return false. Else we have to update the variables. If there is no conflict, we are going to set the previous max to current max, making end of the previous group. Okay, then we are going to reset our current min and current max to num, and we are going to update previous bit count to current bit count, so that we are it indicates that we are starting a new group again. Okay, so we have to return current min is greater than or equals to previous max or not. Okay, after we processed all the numbers in the array, we will return true if no conflicts were found, meaning we can sort the array with the allowed adjacent swaps. Okay, so now let's run the code and check. Sorry guys, I just forgot to import the list. So from typing import list. Now let me run the code. Okay, all our test cases are passed. Now let me submit the code and check. Yes, as you can see, our code passes all the test cases. We have a runtime of 3 milliseconds, beating 94.55% of users. Okay, that's a good number. And I hope this explanation is helpful. If so, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, do subscribe to CodeStreak Daily for daily updates on the problem solving on Lead Code and Geeks for Geeks. Hit the notification bell icon so that you do not miss any update from our channel. See you in the next video, guys. Until then, keep streaking.